Alright, this is the Ruko 500. It's a purple belt level lock in the LPU belt system. It's a 5-pinner. So 4 of those driver pins should be gens, and then one of them should be a standard. There's also a sleeve around there that's going to act as undermilling. So our gens are going to get stuck in that sleeve, and they are going to require float picking. They're not going to automatically counter-rotate like a normal spool without milling or sleeve or anything. So you will have to float those. Let's get this in the vise. And then we'll get picked and gutted. I'm going to use this Sparrow's top of the keyway turner, as well as, where is my bottom of the keyway? There it is. I'll be using this bottom of the keyway turner from Southern Specialties to help with the float picking there. So one in the bottom, one in the top. I'll just use the base of my thumb here to manually counter rotate. And then I'm going to be using this DeForest half diamond from Covert Instruments, just wrapped as a cloth for comfort. So the first thing you want to do in here is you're going to need to get your false set. You don't need to do any sort of float picking until you get that false set. It's going to be pretty deep. Go in the back. Alright, got a little bit of movement. There's our false set. So now we can manually counter rotate. We'll just go in there and check what feels like a little bit of a brick wall that kind of wasn't there before. Really don't know any other better way to explain that. Alright. Big click there. And that's open. Pretty easy, not too bad. Once you get the hang of the float picking on this, it's smooth sailing. And I will not lock that back up because I don't have the key at the moment. Snap ring pliers to get that thick C-clip off. Small. That one will work. I'm not going to shim this because I like to live dangerously, but if that goes wrong, it'll all be documented. Actually, you know what? I just remember there's these channels on this back end. And there's a gap as well, so probably should shim it. Let me grab one of those. I get all these shims. I have hundreds of these because I went and bought like a 500 pack of these little security tags. They have about 4 each in them. You just cut them open on the end and these come right out. What you don't want is these channels facing upwards towards your pins. when you go to get this. That's how bad things happen. Got a little snag there. So I guess we'll be getting from the front this time. Because the first pin is stuck. I didn't get the shim through all the way. It's alright, nothing flew out. I need tweezers. I'll just push this little pin in. You can see it right there. I said we do it from the front, so go ahead and get it from the front. I already saw that pin 1 is a spool. I mean a gin. And as always, I'll get a close up at the end. Pin 2. Flew out. There's another gin. Pin 3. Also wanted to fly out. It's a gin. Last two from the back. I think pin 5 is going to be our standard pin because when I hit pin 5, kind of when it started to go into that little false loop. And it is. That looks tapered actually. Oh yeah, that's a tapered pin. Interesting. Thought had standard instead of tapers. Nope, that would be tapered. It was on 5. And our last one has to be a gin. Take a look at our pins. So one is a long standard pin, kind of with a beveled tip going up towards the driver pin. Same thing on 2. And 3. And same on 4. And 5 as well. Alright, let me show you that sleeve. Let me get that in frame. It acts as milling. It's very, very good. It catches real nice. And the only one that's not gonna catch is 5 because there's nothing there. But both sides of this, real good sleeve. I could just hang the pick off later. And let's get a close up of the pins. Zoom around. Maybe. There we go. All right.